Saint Lucia is part of Lesser Antilles and the localities North and South Vicente and the Grenadines, Northwest Barbados or South Martinique. It has a population of 182,273, of which more than a third resides in the capital of Castro. The official language is the English. Nevertheless, the West Indian Creole is spoken by 95% of the population. Saint Lucia is an island of volcanic origin, with a mountain landscape covered by tropical vegetation, being named as one of the most beautiful of the West Indies, present sulphurous and flowing emanations that are an attraction of the visitors. A popular dance folklore is the dance, quadrilles, as well other musical. King of the Caribbean is the souk, compa, and reggae. Saint Lucia has a strong tradition of popular indigenous music, and the gastronomic tradition of Saint Lucia is the typical one of the West Caribbean zone. Saint Lucia has a high level of development. Saint Lucia economy similar to those of most of its Caribbean neighbors is disproportionately service-oriented and dominated by the tourist and financial sector. The industrial sector is the largest and most diversified in the Windward Island, representing around 20% of the economy, and the products are mainly destined for export. In the region, Saint Lucia is the biggest population and therefore is possessing the market of the major energy. For this position, it marks a plan of generate energy of renewable source, principally geothermal.
The island nation production of primary energy is limited to 61 barrels of oil equivalent per day of combustible, renewables, and waste. The vast majority of energy is imported in the form of oil products. The island nation imports a total of 3,000 barrels of oil per day. About 2/3 of oil products are used to generate electricity. Used during generation, distribution, and transmission, total 468 barrels of oil per day, leaving 563 barrels of oil per day of electricity for final consumption. In total, final consumption of Santa Lucia is 59.2 barrels per day, of which 969 barrels of oil per day are oil production, 563 barrels of oil per day are consumed in the form of electricity. Consumption by sector is as follows. Transportation sector consumes 41% of energy with 658 barrels of oil per day, followed by the commercial sector with 26% and 470 barrels of the oil per day, the residential sector with 17% and 275 barrels of oil per day, the industrial sector with 4% and 60 barrels of oil per day, one another at 8% and 129 barrels of oil per day.
Total energy supply. The total energy supply in Saint Lucia totaled 3,061 barrels per day in 2013. Imported oil products accounted for 3,000 barrels per day and made up 98% of the total supply, with the remaining 2% coming from CR&W. CR&W accounted for 61 barrels per day. While Saint Lucia has no proven fossil fuel resources, it possesses substantial renewable energy potential. Its geothermal prospects are excellent, and its location in the tropics ensures widespread availability of wind, geothermal, and solar resources. In December 2014, Saint Lucia received $2 million in funding from the World Bank to start a geothermal resource development project. The government has announced that it will use this funding for exploration, development, and implementation of a geothermal project in the country. We can see two graphs. The first shows how the energy consumption is distributed. The commercial part is the one that consumes the most with 48-20%, while in the second chart we have the generation, with diesel behind the highest percentage with 99%. Now, I'm going to tell you about the renewable energy status and potential of Saint Lucia. Saint Lucia is a volcanic windward island with large technical potential for geothermal, wind, and solar renewable energy generation, as well as use of solid waste generated by residents. Little technical potential for biomass or hydroelectric generation exists on the island. A biomass plant requires large tracts of agricultural land and is not economically feasible. Rivers and waterfalls of Saint Lucia do not have a base flow rate sufficient to power water turbines. The most promising hydroelectric spot is the Russell Reservoir, which can supply 115 kilowatts. The island's abundant solar resource, global horizontal irradiation of 5.7 kilowatt-hours per square meter each day, which increase closer to the coast, makes solar power economically attractive. Currently, distributed photovoltaic power systems only produce modest amount of electricity, and there are no plans with the government to install additional solar technologies on the island. The volcano that sits in the middle of Saint Lucia provides vast geothermal potential. Conservative estimates indicate more than 50 megawatts of technical geothermal potential. Others estimate 170 megawatts. Estimates also show that development of this geothermal resource will likely be economically feasible. This image shows us the renewable energy potential of the island, starting with wind energy that has a potential of 40 megawatts and an installation capacity of 0. Hydropower with a potential of 0.15 megawatts, geothermal with a potential of 170 megawatts, the ocean with a potential unknown, biomass with a potential unknown, and the solar with a potential of 36 megawatts and an installed capacity of 0.1.
Domestic pollution. Saint Lucia lies among 18 Caribbean countries. High depend on important fossil fuel to meet in energy demand. Saint Lucia has no small petroleum reserve and apart from limited use of combustible renewable. Whole energy is important mainly from Trinidad and Tobago. Saint Lucia reserves 98% of the over energy from important oil products, with in the remaining shore coming from sea, air, and land. Will the island store as significant with solar and geothermal energy potential on indigenous energy sources, source of hydropower of full wood and limit. All of these options have get to the developed commercial of refinery petroleum products are important and subsequently stored and the Air Oil Saint Lucia Company Limited oil store facility in the north part of the island.
Capacity. Lucerne, the island sole utility company, and is responsible for the generation, transmission, distribution, and the sale of the electricity. Lucerne operates a single power station at Cul-de-Sac. The Cul-de-Sac power station operated 10 diesel engines to keep up with the Saint Lucian growing demand following the closure of the original station at Union and BS4. When in this graph, you can see the two two power stations, the Cool Desert Power Station and the Unity Station. Well, the two power stations use the same oil. The oil is diesel and different capacity because the one station is more bigger for them the second station. And there you can see the difference of between the cul-de-sac power station and unit power station. And then you can see the yearbook and the different stations. With the firm of the Warsaw engine coming online, our capacity increased to the 32.9 MW compared to the peak demand of the 22.9 MW from the Lucellet's document. It remains unclear who is the define and calculate fair capacity. When you can see in the graph the past year of the demand on the different thing about peak demand is our capacity is fair capacity when in 1990 of 2040.